Seven Deadly Sins, oh my, even worse. Actually, I'll put Toradora there instead. Seven Deadly Sins, man, just look at how its ratings have decreased on MyAnimeList. It honestly, it was really interesting in the first season to me. I watched it, years ago, so I might have been really young and just thought it was interesting just because I was kind of stupid. But as the show progressed, the following seasons just got worse and worse. I don't even know why it's still being animated at this point. Like, who's watching this? Yeah, I really do not like Seven Deadly Sins. Parasite the Maxim, great show. I've made a video analyzing the main character before, check that out if you haven't. It's actually a really old video, so I might sound weird in it, but go. And a lot of that stems from the fact that I love shows with deeper philosophical meaning. Deals with really great dark themes, has awesome action. Just really, it's an easy top 10 for me. Steins Gate, this is my favorite anime of all time. It's a masterpiece. There's nothing else I can really say about it.
I am mad scientist. It's so cool.
Another is Another's alright. No, it's not good. Look, Another is a classic horror anime, but a lot of the time it's gory just for the sake of being gory. It deserves recognition for being one of the most popular and one of the most classic horror anime of all time. It's the first that I ever watched, but it's really not much deeper than a generic horror movie. You can't read much into it. Ooh, and we've only got goodies left in here. Oh man. Okay, Your Name. I've got some beef with Your Name. Look, it's a good movie. It's great, the animation is awesome, the plot's interesting, the romance is cute. But for years, it was the #2 anime on MyAnimeList, above shows like Steins Gate, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, Gintama, which I just found completely absurd, and I still do. And thankfully now it's dropped way lower, because, there's just no way Your Name should even be considered as a competitor to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is, of course, goated. So yeah, Your Name, it's just good. Don't overhype it, guys. And speaking of top 10 movies, we've also got Koi no Katachi, A Silent Voice, which I'd put in the same category as Your Name. It personally didn't hit me as hard as Your Name did, but it had a really interesting premise, and shows that deal with bullying always stand out to me. It was really touching, and actually, let's put it in great. Yeah, I think it was great. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer's good. I've made a huge video about this, so I really don't want to explain here, but it's a good show. I wouldn't put it as far as great or goated, at least season 1 I wouldn't. I think season 2 and further have potential for that. But season 1, it has a nice place here in the good category. Death Parade. Not very good. Episodic, kind of boring, honestly, to me. The opening was an absolute banger. And the Easter egg with Light from Death Note was pretty interesting at the time when I first watched this, but other than that, it's not a standout. One Piece? Look, if you're not watching One Piece, if you're on that, oh, it's too many episodes, I don't have the patience. Oh, I don't like the art style, it's a turnoff for me. Grow up, guys, come on. One Piece is about to become the best-selling series of all time over Harry Potter. And oh look, that's just the manga. I know, but the anime, it's incredible, guys. One Piece is absolutely iconic, and you should get on board before it ends. It's not ending anytime soon, but better sooner than later. Assassination Classroom. Also, absolutely great. The ending, super touching, just incredible story dealing with the relationship between a teacher and his students. There's not a lot of anime that do this. And it's just a really creative take on this with, the supernatural element and the fact that it's, well, an assassination classroom, that he's teaching that. I really love this show. It's great. Haikyuu. It's good. Okay, God, people are gonna come at me for this, but look. There's a limit to how high a sports anime can go, in my opinion. There are so many tropes that can be reused and redone in sports anime, and that always are. And of course there are unique traits that each one can have, Haikyuu having more than most actually. But to me, it really can't get to that goated category, just because sports anime can't get to that really deep level that shows in this goated category do. Really deep level that
shows in this goated category do.
And honestly, I wouldn't put any sports anime above this other than probably Slam Dunk, which I think I would put in great. One Punch Man. One Punch Man's alright. I mean, it's the show that I would recommend for someone who has never watched anime before. But if there were someone who had already watched a ton of anime but somehow never watched One Punch Man, and they asked if I wanted to recommend it to them, I mean, it wouldn't be the first show I tell them to watch. It's interesting, it's entertaining, it's certainly fun. I actually read the manga, so something definitely stuck with me at least, but it really doesn't stand out for me. And if it's in your top 10, then I don't know what to say. Konosuba. Konosuba's good. It's funny, it's a nice comedy anime, isekai. It's got really interesting and dynamic characters. My Hero. I think My Hero's great. Look, this might sound basic of me, but I think starting in Season 3, My Hero turned a new leaf for itself. Season 1 was pretty generic, it didn't stand out much, and Season 2, even though it improved on that, still didn't stick out to me in the way it should have. But Season 3 had some really great arcs. It had Deku versus that dude with all the muscles. Actually, I think his name is Muscles. It had All Might versus All for One. It had Deku versus Bakugo. I mean, there were just so many absolutely incredible moments in Season 3, and I've continued to read the manga, and I know it actually does keep getting better and actually darker from here on out. So it's got a really great future. Spirited Away? I mean, it's a classic. I mean, you really can't complain about this. It was the #1 selling movie in all of Japan up until Mugen Train passed it from Demon Slayer. Mob Psycho. If it were just Season 1, I'd put it in good, but with Season 2, I would put Mob Psycho in goated. I mean, for me, it's really hard to explain what Mob Psycho has because it tackles so many different things. Great action, slapstick humor, power-ups, sad moments, crazy moments, it's all just really interesting to me. And Season 2 just improved on Season 1 in just about every single way possible. Death Note? Death Note's good. You talk to anyone about Death Note and, spoiler alert, almost unanimously people will say, oh yeah, it was really good up until L died. Which is, I mean, it's the case. The show was really great, but then after L died, it kind of just lost its footing. L was replaced by Nier, who, I mean, he was kind of interesting, but really just paled in comparison to L. And so the rivalry between Light and L, which was certainly one of the most important dynamics of the show, just disappeared, and I don't know, it just went from a really great, almost goated show probably, to just good. And Akame ga Kill. The ending kinda sucked.
Fair enough.
So yeah, this is my list. This was, oh my god, this was a long list to make. And actually, I have more shows in goated than I thought I would. But I mean, I guess that's just a testament to the fact that this is the 50 most popular shows on MyAnimeList, so I mean, I would hope that a lot of them are really good. But that's it for the day. What do you guys think? I'm sure there's a lot of disagreements, but just know, I mean, I did this for entertainment. I thought it'd be fun, and I really just wanted to get my opinions on a lot of anime to you guys. Leave a comment below on what you think. As always, this has been the Anime Culture Corps.